It's time now for the latest in local news. In the news, two governing bodies set to meet today on a Friday. First, the Wayne County Board of Education meets this morning at the Wayne County Airport. They're going to meet again on Monday at 8 a.m. as the second round of interviews for candidates for the position of Wayne County School Superintendent begins today. The board met last Friday and this Monday and Tuesday of this week for round one of the interviews. After Tuesday's meeting, WIFO had a chance to talk with Board Chairman Nick Ellis, who gave us this update on the process.
Here, Chairman Nick Ellis, the board's conducted 3 days of interviews with candidates. Tell us what the progress is.
Well, we have concluded our first round of interviews. We are getting ready to present those lists of names that will make it to the second round to Georgia School Board Association. They'll work through that process of continuing to vet those individuals to gather information and facts and details about those information. So they'll be researching social media, their current work status, where they're working at, looking at further references of each individual candidate. And we will begin second round on Friday morning, starting at 8 o'clock, and we will conclude second round on Monday, again at 8 o'clock. At this time, we're preparing to make a presentation to the community on next Tuesday at our board meeting. It's tentative right now, considering how the second round interviews go. If we're ready to make that presentation, we will make that presentation. We're going to go ahead and add it as a bullet item on the agenda and prepare. I'll just kind of share with you each candidate that came in to interview had an opportunity to interview with the board for a little over. Some candidates interviewed for an hour, some interviewed for an hour and 30 minutes, depending on what they had to offer and how they answered the questions. We reviewed their training, licensure, and education. We talked to them about their experience. We talked to them about the vision, mission, and beliefs of our school district, because most importantly, if any individual is going to come here, they've got to be a part of our vision, mission, and beliefs. Leading and learning, how they want to set up those components and model those throughout our 8 schools within our district. We've also talked to them about the operation and management of organizational systems. Yes, instruction and curriculum is one key component to our school district, but we got maintenance and transportation, athletics. We wanted to get their ideas on technology and dealing with our local budget and our ESPOS and what kind of experience they had in capital projects. And so we dug deep into them, answering questions not just about curriculum and instruction, but about those other key important things in the district. We also talked to them about collaborating and communicating with multiple stakeholders. We feel that the candidate that's going to take this job after Dr. Brinson is going to be just as involved in this community as he was, if not more. And so we want that to be an important factor. We expressed that as a board, that we want our superintendent to be able to be involved in our community. We also talked about ethical principles and professionalism. You know, we're living in this time where social justice and people having their rights and people being protected in their rights, regardless of their race, discrimination, their sex, anything like that, that the person that's going to come in is going to look at that and value each individual, not because of what they are or what color they are, but what we are supposed to be providing our students and our staff.
So number-wise, where are we at right now? How many going to make the second round of the interview?
Well, I can't give you a direct number. I'll tell you, we indicated 15 individuals. We interviewed a lot of individuals, and I can't give you a number until we're ready to narrow down to the finalists, but we're not where we started. We have decreased, and we're headed in a good direction. I think that we're in a very fortunate situation, and I can tell you that this board is committed to finding the best candidate for our district, whether that person be from a local position, or they be from a regional position, or they be from a state or a national position. We're going to get the best candidate, and we value the input of this community. We appreciate the surveys. We've spent time to look through those surveys, listen to the input of our community stakeholders, also our teacher leader stakeholders. We've listened to our student advisory board, and we're going to continue this work into the second round.
Was the chairman, from what you've seen so far, do you feel confident you'll have a qualified candidate?
I feel we're going to have a highly qualified candidate. We interviewed a lot of candidates. Every candidate has something that they can offer Wayne County, but again, it's about pulling all these pieces together. When we review these 9 indicators that Georgia School Board helped this board identify as what we need to help, select our person, they need to meet all of those standards of this process.
Okay, we thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
And once again, those comments at School Board Chairman Nick Ellis. Again, the board's set to meet Tuesday for their regular meeting, and as he indicated, the board may have the list of the 3 final candidates at that time. Once again, WIFO continues to follow the story as it develops, as the school board looking to hire the school system's next school superintendent by the 1st of March, which is now just weeks away. Current school superintendent Jay Brinson set to retire at the end of March. Again, the school board meeting this morning and Monday morning, 8 a.m. at the Wayne County Airport for the second round of interviews. Also meeting today, the Jesup City Council. We'll be back with that story after these commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, also meeting today on this rainy Friday at 2 p.m. is the Jesup City Commission. They'll meet at the Cracker Williams Community Center. They have 2 items on their agenda, board appointments and executive session to discuss personnel. City learned this Tuesday of a lawsuit filed by 3 former female Jesup police officers against the city of Jesup, also against Police Chief Mike Lane and City Manager Mike Deal. Since Tuesday, the commissioners have directed the city manager to release the Jesup Police Chief Mike Lane of his duties. City now following procedures provided for in the employee handbook for the city of Jesup to permanently relieve the chief of his duties. Chief Lane has been suspended while those procedures are carried out. In the lawsuit, the 3 former female employees accused the chief of a pattern of preying on young female employees, including lewd, sexually suggestive comments, and unwanted physical touching. Lawsuit details include accusations that Lane tried to talk those employees into having sex with him. Lawsuit also outlines an investigation into those allegations, which was conducted by the Liberty County Sheriff's Department, which concluded that Lane did in fact violate the city's sexual harassment policy, but remained employed without being put on temporary leave. Furthermore, the chief is under a GBI investigation in relation to these alleged accusations, and the city of Jesup is still waiting on that GBI report and its findings. City Council at their Tuesday meeting held a lengthy executive session and afterwards voted 6-0 to have the city manager relieve the chief of his duties as police chief. Motion was made by City Councilman Stanley Todd, seconded by Commissioner Ray Haas, and voted unanimously. And that's where we are today. Another meeting, another executive session, all taking place today at 2 p.m. Have the full report for you on Monday's newscast. Also, the county has announced that they are rescheduled their meeting. They're going to meet on February 10th at the County Commissioners Meeting Room. On the agenda, under old business, Tracy Lindsay will be on hand to discuss Development Authority and Industrial Development Authority. Under new business, consider and approve resolution for the Public Works Authority. Consider and approve resolution for the Parks Authority. Discuss and consider and approving to elect a countywide chairman. Consider and approve service delivery strategy. Consider and approve the sale of property on Forest Drive. Several board appointments on the agenda. Items with the county administrator. Consider and approve to amend the 2021 budget for the district attorney's office. Items with the commissioners. There are also an executive session to discuss personnel. All that taking place on February 10th of next week. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news. A reminder, Probate Judge Tammy Thornton and City of Odom are opening back up the qualifying period for that special election to fill the city council seat that's been left vacant by the resignation of William McLaughlin. Thornton says the qualifying period will run beginning Monday up until Wednesday at 12 noon. The fee is $7.50. Again, they're hoping that someone qualifies for that position. Again, so far no one's qualified, and again, no one's even called to inquire about it. Once again, the qualifying period set for next week, Monday through Wednesday at the probate office. Finally, the news, Kiwanis Club of Jesup getting ready for their annual pancake supper. They're going to do it at Epworth United Methodist Church. Again, the Kiwanis Club of Jesup will offer the pancakes and sausage for $6 per plate, or 2 plates for $10. The plate pickup will be from 5 to 7 p.m. on February 18th at Epworth, located at 675 South 3rd Street in Jesup. Again, tickets are available from any Kiwanis Club member or from Club President Molly Hall at Jesup City Hall. Once again, the date, February 18th, the pickup between 5 and 7 p.m. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morganson, have a great day.